Rookie Mistakes Podcast. I'm your host, Trades for Days. Another wild week in the books. Can't believe it's already week 11. We're a couple of weeks away from the playoffs. It's coming. It's coming quick. So, and trade deadline's over, so it's kind of down to what you got. And, play the best matchups at this point. It's going to be kind of tough to, change things up. It is what it is. Nobody really made any trades that I can remember before the deadline. So, everyone must have felt pretty good about their team, and I hope so, because 4 of you will not make the playoffs. And I really do hope that I'm not one of them 4. I am sitting in a pretty good spot now, but still yet, doesn't matter. I can still drop and not have a pretty good playoff seeding, or even make playoffs, depending on. I can't think. I don't think I've clinched playoffs, so either way, it doesn't matter about me. Let's talk about the matchups this week, because it was a doozy. Another week of heartbreaks, man, of just people going down. What is with the quarterbacks this year? Man, everyone's just... I think I hurt my wrist. I'm going to guess as a quarterback. I guess as a quarterback, that does kind of matter. So I can understand that a little bit. I don't know why I'm laughing about it. But let's get in the first matchup of the week. Week 11 matchup between Dumpster Fire versus Chris G90. Dumpster Fire is now 5-6 on the season, sitting in 7th place. He scored 172.24 points this week, going off again. I'm pretty sure you went off last week as well. Nice. He beat Chris by 72 points. Chris is 4-7 on the season. He is sitting in 8th place, just barely in playoffs. This is what Dumpster Fire's team looked like this week. He had Jared Goff with 13.74. What the hell? He was trying to play for the other team that whole second half. He was trying to give away the win. And the Bears still found a way to lose that. Jared Goff was passing to your team more than Justin Fields was. Carry on. So we had David Montgomery, 17.8. Devin Singletary, that was a good trade to you. He seems to be the guy, and he is not holding back. 19.8. DK Metcalf with 20.4. Wouldn't you like to see him keep doing that? Brandon Ayuk, 26.6. Good week. He is a little Debo. He's starting to be the dude. George Kittle, 22.9. I really didn't think he would keep this up, but kind of happy he is. Puka Nacua, 18.7. Mike Evans, 15.3. On your bench, you had Brock Purdy with 26. A.J. Dillon, who might get some more work depending on how Aaron Jones is looking. He got 10. Nothing else really on your bench. Really good week by you. Could have even been better if you started Brock Purdy. Chris's team looks like this. Josh Allen with 22.5. Isaiah Pacheco 10. Mostert 10. Devontae Smith 15. 49ers defense 10. On your bench you had Adam Thielen with 15. I don't think I'm ever not playing Adam Thielen anymore. The dude just gets receptions out the wazoo, man. Next matchup, we had the Goods, Austin, who is 10-1 on the season, sitting in first with 152 points on the week, versus Dookie Squad, 5-6 on the season, sitting in 6th spot. He scored 125.56 points. Austin getting the win. Austin's team looked like this. Mahomes was 16.88. Aaron Jones, who got hurt, 2.7. Devontae Adams, 21.2. Keenan Allen, 27.6. Kelsey with 15. DJ Moore, 22.6. Cowboys defense, 22. That defense, man, still putting up numbers. And that was about it. Get Christian Watson on your bench with 10. But good win on your part. Sorry. Fucking tired. Dookie squad. He had Dak, who surprisingly just kind of, I guess he didn't have to throw the ball really this week with 189 yards. 16.16. CMC as always, 21. Barkley with 30. Hopkins with 15. Schultz with 11. And the rest of your team pretty well took a shit. Well, Will Levis on your bench with 12. Shakira. 20.5 on your bench. Dang. Ooh. You still would have lost had you played him, but is there anybody else you could have swapped out? I don't think so. Could put in a different kicker. Still. You still lost by 27, so. Next matchup. We had Bend Over and Take It, Chad versus Lot Lizard. Chad, who is 7-4 on the season, sitting in third place, scored 136.34 points. Dumping down on Lot Lizard. Stewie, 4-7 on the season, sitting in 10th place. Whew, he only scored 82.16 points. Bend Over and Take It. His team looked like this. CJ Stroud with 15.34. Joe Mixon with 21. Cook. James Cook. Why did I'm going to carry on. James Cook with 19.2. St. Brown with 21. CD Lamb with 16.5. Kincaid with 10. Henry fell short with 5.4. I guess, they had to try to keep up in that game, surprisingly, with Lawrence. And Ridley finally going off. Portland Sutton, man, 16.6. He's still going at it, putting up numbers. Didn't really have much else on your team that could have scored any points. Lot Lizard team looked like this. 23.96 from Lamar Jackson. Jerome Ford with 11. Elijah Moore, good start, 12. Didn't get you the win, though, but still, yeah. Give it up to you for playing him. And that was it. You had nothing on the bench. Next matchup. My bad. Keep yawning and him-hawing and you. Yeah. I'm sorry. It's got to be annoying to hear that. I get annoyed just hearing it in my headphones. Yeah. Now I'm sniffing at shit, dude. Like a goddamn horse, man. All right. This matchup, Flapjacks and Babybacks versus Shelky 13. Shelky getting the dub. 131.7 points this week. He is 4-7 on the season in 9th place, just outside of playoffs. Flapjacks and Babybacks, Sheldon Joyce scoring 87.7 this week. He got dismantled. He is 3-8 on the season, sitting at 11th. Justin Herbert with 25.7. This is Sheldon's team. Pollard with 18. Ken Walker getting hurt. That hurts you. AJ Brown 1.8. Jesus. I just didn't think he could be matchup. I thought he was matchup proof, man. I didn't think it mattered. Dude always seems to put up numbers. Romeo Dobbs 62.3. Gabe Davis with a 0. And nothing on your bench. Shelky's team look like this. Joshua Dobbs 16.9. Darnell Henderson, 12.9. Gus Edwards, 21. Tank Dell, 28.9. This dude, my gosh. 28.9. That dude is just the target. He's the guy right now. He's the new Cooper Kupp. My Lord. And Ty Chandler, 15 in your flex. Jacoby Myers, 14. On your bench, you had Fields for 21. You had Jalen Warren with 23. Zach Charbonnet, 12. Rondell Moore, 12. All on your bench. You could have scored even more points this week. My gosh. Next matchup. Ooh, this one is a tight one. Tight. Fuck around and find out. Brandon versus Stroke Race 3. Logan. Logan lost by less than a point. That hurts. That always hurts. And you had some pretty ballsy starts this week too, man. That just sucks that it didn't go your way. Really thought you were about to win that. I was hoping for you so I could have a better chance at jumping Brandon in the standings, but it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Brandon is 8-3 on the season, sitting in second place with 123.4 points on the week. Logan scored 122.98 on the week, and he is 2-9 on the season, sitting in the 12th spot. Brandon's team looked like this. Jalen Hurts, 18.9. Swift, 19.7. Rashad White, 17.8. And your Bills defense, 22. Man, that's what freaking did it. 22 points from the Bills defense. Oh, no surprise. The Jets' shitty offense. Should have known. Luckily, we'll see what happens with Zach Wilson getting not only benched, but benched. He is now in the third quarterback spot on the team. So I hope that just means like, yeah, you're done. For good. Get out of here, you filthy fuck. Baker Mayfield on your bench with 10. Jerry Jeudy with 10 on your bench. And Nico Collins with 13.5. Oh, man, Logan. That sucks. You started Trevor Lawrence, and he had his best game yet. 32.18 points. Brian Robinson, 20 points. Oh, man, that sucks. I feel for you. Tyler Lockett, 10 points in your flex. Jaden Reed with, 19.2. And 12 points from the Dolphins. Had you started, oh man, I'm sorry to have to do it to you too, Logan. Rookie mistakes of the week has to be Logan. You have 2 kickers on your team, and you just started the wrong one. Had you started Tyler Bass with 16 points on your bench over Chris Boswell, you win by a landslide this week. And that was literally it. I mean, everyone else got blown out. It sucks it has to be you because you lost by less than a point. Less than a point, man. That's tough. And that's literally, kicker is the only spot you could have swapped out to win that. Sorry about it, man. That is just rough. Hate to see it. Last matchup on the week is Trades for Days, myself versus AP15. I scored 151.7 points, sitting third on the week, I believe, in scoring. Probably the first time I've been up there in a while. I am 7-4 on the season, sitting in the 4th spot. And, AP15, 7-4 in the season as well, sitting in the 5th spot. My team looked like this. I had Tua with 17.6, Breece Hall 18, Tyreek Hill with 30. I didn't realize he got all the way up to 30. David Njoku, 12.6. Calvin Ridley, thank you, finally. You know how many trades I sent out last week with Calvin Ridley involved? And each trade, I probably regretted it. Like Blake, I sent Blake, I don't know how many, straight up. Calvin Ridley for Hollywood Brown. And luckily he rejected it. I probably didn't need it this week. I didn't need it this week. luckily, but I still would have been pretty pissed off that I finally traded Ridley, and that's what happens. So, thank you guys for rejecting that. Sometimes it works out in my favor. Joshua Dobbs, not always, but sometimes. Chill. Josh Dobbs. What? Josh Dobbs? No. Jahan Dotson. Where the hell am I at, dude? 11.3. Justin Tucker with 11. On my bench, I had Kyler Murray 21. Ooh, I could have scored more. Yeah, I do. And that was it. On mine, Aaron's team looked like this. Joey B, that sucks. 8.7. He got hurt. Done for the season. That just sucks. Jahmyr Gibbs, though, 21.5. He is not going away. Austin Eckler, I don't understand why he didn't have a game. Garrett Wilson, 0.9. Again, I mean, dude's consistently getting like 17 points, and all of a sudden this happens. He gets less than 1. It's dumb. And everybody else on your team, that you started, didn't really do anything. All under 10. Sam Howell was 17.7 on your bench. That would have slightly helped, but that was all of the matchups of the week. Top scorer of the week was Lion King, which is Pedro, 172 points on the week. Second is Austin with 152, and third is me, 151. And again, this week just sucked with so many people getting hurt, so much hype from people coming back. Like Achane immediately gets hurt. It's the old Homer Simpson gif. Just walks in, looks, goes right back in the bush. I mean, that just sucks. Cooper Kupp, he goes out. Tyreek Hill went out for slightly. I didn't think he was coming back. I mean, come on now. Aaron Jones goes out. Mark Andrews goes out. Joe Burrow goes out. I mean, jeez. So many people. Like, why couldn't that happen to, like, Zach Wilson? One of these quarterbacks we just can't stand to watch. Why can't it happen to those guys? And I heard something this week that really bothered me. There's billions of people in this world, and we only need 32 guys to be incredible at quarterback. 32. Man, out of all the colleges, out of all the football players in the world, how can we not find 32 guys that are just cream of the crop? That just aren't shitty. I don't get it. I mean, I know it's the toughest job in sports. I get it. But there's got to be 32 guys that just deserve it. That are just fucking... I don't know. Getting carried away. But that was our week 11. We're going on to week 12. It is going to be a wild ride. I hope we all get to enjoy it and get to fight for the playoff spots, similar to last year, all the way to the end. I was wanting to check with you guys and see if you guys wanted to do some different segments to the podcast. I want to give it a little more time than I'm giving it. Not so much like spending too much time on the matchups, because that's literally, I've pretty well lowered it down to just matchups and don't really involve a whole lot of other things. So it's not much of a podcast. It's kind of just like a reinformer that you could have already done. And that, I mean, when you think about it, it's like, yeah, it's pretty dumb. But I really want to start something of like a shit talking stream, like a segment where I bring up things people messaged me about their current matchup, and then just kind of have that rivalry, shit talking going on. Or maybe let me know the person you're playing prior to the podcast, which usually runs on Tuesday nights. So you just look at your next matchup of the week and talk a little shit then, send it to me, whatever you want to say or whatever you want me to say. And then, of course, I eventually do want to bring in some of you guys to kind of like put in the, it's probably like in this little corner over here, of like a clip of me and you doing like a FaceTime, and then we'll talk a little bit. Not too much. I don't want to drag it out too much where it's like, I ain't got time for this, or I'm not going to watch this or deal with that, I just wanted to be kind of quick, talk about your week, why you decided to do things, something a little small, like maybe 5 minutes max. Just kind of run a few things, but I eventually want to expand on the podcast, make it a little more like you want to hear what's kind of going on, make it more exciting to see if somebody talks shit about you, get a little bit of rivalry going each year going into this. I think that'd be fun. Even though some people do, they just don't really talk about it, you know what I mean? It is what it is, but again, I hope everyone has a good week, man. Have a good Thanksgiving. We're going to have games throughout the holiday, so it's going to be fun. Can't wait to see it. I hope I win. And, I would say that to you guys too, but I don't want you guys to do too well. Because, it might come down to who scored the most points in the week that gets that final spot. Which happened to me last year. I didn't make the playoffs because I didn't score more points than Stewie, and he made a run. So, later, guys.